Hello and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. We're in Blackpool, as you can see. Bit of a giveaway with the tower, isn't it? And we're at the top of Victoria Street. When I say top, because we're on the top of a slope, but I suppose we are at the eastern end of it really, aren't we? Because the sea's right down there at the other end of us. So we're going to have a walk along Victoria Street and find out some interesting bits and bobs of information. You can just see here at the back of me the new extension for the Hill Shopping Centre. So don't forget, make sure that you've subscribed to Visit Fylde Coast, make sure that you've hit the little bell and then you'll get notifications when we upload new videos. And don't forget to sign up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter, and then you'll get loads of information every week straight to your inbox. The link's in the description underneath the video. So for this video we're going to go from this end of Victoria Street, which is right against the Winter Gardens. I'm going to turn around and show you that in a moment. Right down to the seafront, which you can just see glimmering down there. And it's actually one of the oldest roads in Blackpool. It's amazing what you find out when you start researching these things. Apologies for the noise. It's the workmen working on the Hill extension, which, as you can see, is cracking on a pace. There's going to be a Wilkinson store downstairs and a new IMAX cinema. So Victoria Street was first laid out in 1828. So that's just about not far off 200 years ago, wow. And it was originally called Green Walk, then the name was changed to Victoria Terrace, then Victoria Street, and Burley Street, which was another grass walk, was laid out at the same time. And as you can see, it's now pedestrianised except for access, and I've just been walking up and down Victoria Street and there's quite a lot of access using it, I'll tell you. So this is Coronation Street and the Winter Gardens at the side of us here. There you go, Dream Girls. Dream Girls is the moment's show. So it was 1851 when William Henry Cocker bought what was called Bankhay House at the top of Victoria Street, and part of it is actually still there. If you go inside the Winter Gardens, we're not going to do that, but I'll show you which direction that you're heading for. There's a sign up there that says Maxi Cafe, and it's actually part of the inside of the Maxi Cafe. And apparently you can still see some of the roof through the skylight at the end of the floral hall. So in 1875, William Henry Cocker offered the house and the land for the building of the Winter Gardens. And that was to draw holidaymakers up into the town. And in 1875, the porch was removed to build a grand vestibule, and in 1896, the large glass and steel arch structure was added. Development continues to this day, and as you'll know, there's a new conference centre just opened round the other side on Leopold Grove. There's always something going off. There's always scaffolding in Blackpool. So here we are. So you'll see there's a plethora of workmen around. And Blackpool Town Centre is looked after by Blackpool Council and Blackpool Bid. The town centre businesses pay a levy, and that's used to pay for things like street cleaning and security and wardens and CCTV. And I just walked straight past these benches because it's cool. It's cool and it's a bit dull this morning, but this is a lovely spot to sunbathe because it gets all the sun, there's no draft, and it's really nice in the daytime. So if you're looking for loos and parking and things like that, there's parking in the Hill. There's parking at Central Car Park. There's parking at the moment at Adelaide Street until the new hotel's built. And there's toilets inside the Winter Gardens when it's open and there's not an event, not a special event on. So you might have noticed the icicles, the little icicle lights. They're part of the Christmas display. And there's quite a few interesting things on Victoria Street. The Gazette opened in 1934 and reporters were there until August 1987, and I've got a feeling it was somewhere round about here. I can't remember exactly where it was. Was it above, somebody will be able to tell me, was it above Clinton's? Or was it above Hines? Somebody will know. Can you let us know in the comments underneath? Because I know that Blackpool Gazette had offices on this street. And this used to be a warren of little streets and gift shops and all kinds of different little fascinating things to find. So in 1849 there was a congregational chapel somewhere kind of in that vicinity, seating 700 people, and its last service was on the 26th of March 1964. And then after that was demolished, it was made into part of the Hounds Hill. So all these little warren of streets disappeared in sort of 1976 between Victoria Street, Adelaide Street, Coronation Street. There were cafes, gift shops, fashion shops, all that kind of thing. So I do believe that round about here there was a Little Vic Spanish tavern, and it was opened in December 1933 in a Spanish colonial and Art Deco style. And it was designed by J.C. Derham, who was the guy who did a lot of work in Blackpool, and Andrew Matsey. He designed the Spanish theme interior, after which the Winter Gardens cafe is named. And I think it was about in this area. Maybe one of the historians can confirm that for us. And it was demolished in 1989, and then Topshop was opened by TV star Lewis Collins. So I was trying to work out, from looking at the roof line on these buildings, I reckon that the old Spanish tavern went from kind of there to the end of that block above the next ladies' dresswear shop. And there's a separate video as well about the planning application for this building, which is going to be a Tesco Express with flats above. So you can watch that separately. And in 1850 there was an ornamental flagstaff at the bottom of Victoria Street, enclosed with a circle of railings. So I'm going to go and take a walk down here and see if we can work out where the ornamental flagstaff was. I know it's half-term week this week, but do you know, it's only, I don't know, 10:30, and it's really been busy down here. I think everybody's out doing the Christmas shopping. That sounds like Andy, Blind Andy, playing his play. And this corner here is what you can only call a wind tunnel. It's fair blowy. So there's a dead giveaway for Victoria Street, which is here on the pavement, because it gives you the name of the road. And every time, you know, I'm terrible at remembering road names. Every time I think about Victoria Street, I think about the name on the path. Is here, look, Andy. So this is Building Central, and this is going to be the home for the Golden Mile amusement. So this is the old Lewis's building, if you're as long in the tooth as I am, or you might remember it as Woolworths. And there's another video about that as well. Do them all in separate chunks so that you don't end up with a epic to watch all at once. And as you can see, it's Builders Central right now, because they're stripping the old fittings out and refitting it as a amusement arcade. So we're interested to see that. I knew it was going to be something amusement, But I'll be honest, I didn't know exactly what, and then the news broke last week when the planning application went in. In fact, let's have a nosy through this doorway. Look, you can see in there what they're doing. Goodness me, they've got some paint on, haven't they? So that, ladies and gentlemen, is your walking tour of Victoria Street. It's a beautiful morning in sunny Blackpool. It's a bit chilly. I think I might need to be getting my gloves out. So this is the seaward end of Victoria Street with the new Art Deco arches on the Promenade. And that is the new Odyssey sculpture which is being installed. And we're going to go and do another video about that as well. So make sure that you've subscribed, make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications, and then you'll get alerts and you'll know when we've uploaded new content. So from breezy but lovely Blackpool, from the bottom end of a busy Victoria Street, we will bid you a good day. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Give us a like, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.